Hi guys, welcome to today's video. I'm going to be sharing a minimalist makeup routine and a little get to know me. I just did a video with Shane where he did my makeup. I'll link that up above. And I had some questions on the products that I was using. So I'm no makeup artist, but here is my makeup routine. I started already with the Josie Maran Vibrancy Argan Oil Foundation. I applied it with a wet beauty blender, and I just decided to do that really quick before I started since it took so long. And I want to try and keep this video short and concise. So getting started with my story, I'll first say that I'm going to be using Bobbi Brown's Instant Full Cover Concealer. But getting started with my story, I've been born and raised in the same town. I have lived with my mom, my dad, and my sister and my brother. I have an older sister and a younger brother. And we basically just hung out, went to sporting events, played games, went on vacation. I have some grandparents that live in Montana, went and hung out with them, and had a really good, solid childhood. And I'm really thankful. I still have close relationships with all of my family members, and I love them so much. Like everything that I did in my childhood was basically, I played a lot of sports, gymnastics, softball, soccer, and I think I tried other things. I can't exactly remember, but those are the things that I remember the most. So soccer was my favorite. I actually invested in soccer and played that growing up. So elementary school, I was in brownies, and I feel like it's like that the memories are just kind of like vague and like foggy, so these are the things I remember, mostly just soccer, and I loved that. I loved that so much. So jumping into junior high, I had decided that I wanted to invest more in soccer, and I had dreams of playing it in the future, and I loved dedicating my time to that and getting better. I had played in like a public league all growing up, and so this time I joined a club league. And so the next thing I'm going to be using is Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil Light Medium Matte Bronzer, because I need this right now in the winter. I haven't been out in the sun at all. So I joined a club soccer team, and I loved that. I got to play with my cousin, and I was very busy with tournaments and games and practices, and I learned so much on that team, so much. So I'm just gonna apply this. After that, I use Bobbi Brown's blush in Tawny, the color Tawny. This is so pigmented. I literally have to do like a tiny little tap and it just goes everywhere, which is good. It's really good. I had an old one that I would have to like scrub it in there, and this one I'm like, the first time I applied it, you should have seen it. I looked like a clown. Okay, back to my story. So junior high was basically just filled with soccer, basically. And my freshman year, going into my freshman year of high school, I tried out for volleyball just for fun. Never had any experience before. And that was literally so fun. I love playing volleyball. I'm so glad that I did it. It's definitely like out of my comfort zone to, you know, try out for a sport that I've never played before. Next, I'm using Laura Mercier's Under Eye Brightening Powder. My throat just made a weird noise. So I tried out for volleyball, and I made the freshman team, and that was so cool. Like, volleyball is such a fun sport. So I made so many friends in volleyball. On my first day of high school, I remember I couldn't find a building, and I saw one of the girls that were on varsity, and I was like, oh my gosh, can you help me find this? And she did, and I was so thankful to have that community going into such a foreign place. High school is really scary. Like, the first day of high school, that's just nerve-wracking. So now I'm using Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the color Blonde, and I just fill in like the outsides, and then I try and like feather the front. That's what I've learned on YouTube. So I'm going to brush them up a little bit and then get to filling in. So now in high school, I played different sports. So I did one season of volleyball, one season of cross country, and one season of track. And then 4 seasons, so 4 years, all 4 years I did soccer. My last season got cut a little short, but I made varsity my freshman year in soccer, and that was awesome. I was so thankful to be on the team, literally. I thought that was just the coolest thing ever. And I loved all those teammates, and that was like, so much time was invested in that, and I don't think I would have enjoyed high school as much if I didn't do sports. So I'm thankful for that. But now skipping, I mean, high school is whatever, we all study the same things, you just kind of got to get through it. I haven't really heard anyone who said like that they loved high school that much. So my junior year of high school, actually my senior year of high school, is when I started serving at my church. And there's a program called Basic Training, and it wasn't like military whatever. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm using the Tartelette in Bloom palette, and I use two colors, Smarty Pants and Sweetheart, and those are these two shades right here. So I just kind of get like a pink and a brown, and I just go like this and tap tap. And I started serving in that ministry, and I learned so much. I made so many amazing friends. I really needed to learn the foundation of like what it was to be a Christian, and just to understand like how Jesus feels about us. I just really needed to know that and get that community, and that's where I got it, and so thankful for it. So a few months after I started serving in that, I was hanging out with my friends, and I ended up meeting Shane at a football game, and I'm actually planning on putting together a video of how we met and a little bit about our story, because I have footage from when he proposed and I want to share that somehow. So I think I'm going to do that. Before I keep talking, I'm going in with this e.l.f. eyeliner. Have yet to invest in a solid eyeliner, so if you have any recommendations, I'd love them. This one, it does the job, and it's like $3, so that's good. So I'm just going to be making ugly faces and applying that right here at my mirror that's down below the lens. I met Shane, and so usually I was... Really? That's okay. This is real. This is real. I'm not cutting this out. I need a second though. Okay, I cleaned it up to the best of my ability. Where was I? Oh yeah, so I feel like I'm gonna put a video together about that. So I'm usually really shy around guys, and I saw Shane sitting right in front of me, and he turned around, and oh my gosh, I just thought he was so attractive, and I had recognized him from church before. So I just like put my hand out and I was like, hi, I'm Kristen, and introduced myself. And I had some posters that I was like cheering my friends on with. So I ended up writing his name on my poster and like cheering him on. And I saved that poster for a long time. And actually like in a little book that I gave him as a present, I had like a picture of that and stuff. I met him and we started hanging out, and we were just hanging out kind of in a friend group with a friend group for 6 months. We didn't start dating for 6 months. Like we met 6 months of getting to know each other, then we started dating, and I'm really thankful for that time. So I met Shane my senior year of high school. I graduated high school. I started working at Cold Stone, and then at this office doing like inputting information. And I got to college. I went to a 4-year university, and I studied communications. And before I keep going about what I studied, this is the mascara that I'm using. It's by Mally. My friend gave me this. I've never seen this or heard of this brand before, but it works really well. So I studied communications all 4 years. About my sophomore year is when I started a photography business, and it was kind of just like side gigs. I was doing it like at church and for fun. And I started like learning how to shoot in manual, and I got one camera and I outgrew that pretty fast and got another one and was learning that, and such a fun time. I got to take one photography class, and it really taught me about like workflow and things like that. Not really too much about editing, but it was about my workflow and staying organized. And then my junior year, between my junior and senior year, it was during my junior year, Shane proposed to me, and the summer between junior and senior year we got married, and we moved into a condo together. And that's around the time that we got our little Emmy. She's actually sleeping. Oh, this is a blanket over her kennel right here. You can see her. So she's sleeping right next to me. And that was just like a really awesome, crazy summer. After we got married, we got to go to Hawaii. So I just remember going back to senior year and being like, whoa, like so much happened that summer, and it was so fun. And my senior year, I had really easy classes. I had set myself up to have some pretty easy classes. And I got to do a lot of work from home actually that year, and that's when I really started buckling down on my photography, because I knew once I graduated that like either if it wasn't where it was needing to be, like I was gonna go get a job, and if it was where it needed to be, that I could do that as my job. So pretty crazy. I graduated college, and I actually have a whole vlog of me graduating college. I'll tag that. I'm pretty sure it shows like up here. So I graduated college, and a week after I graduated college, the house that I'm sitting in right now, I had seen these houses like a year before, and I just thought that they were so beautiful. I like dreamt of like living in these, and like I had like a mini little daydream. I wouldn't say it was a vision, but of like photographing like our future like child in like a house that was like this model. Right after I graduated, I remember looking back into these houses, and our condo had gained equity, and so right after I graduated, we were able to sell our condo and we bought one of these houses. But the plot twist is that it was just a dirt lot, so we had to wait for 6 months, and we lived with his parents in his old childhood bedroom for 6 months. And that was like, looking back, I can't even believe that we did it. I can't believe that it went by so fast. So we moved in with them, and then a month later we went on like this crazy trip to England, Ireland, France, and Scotland. And I'm gonna put together a video of that. I took so many clips, but I just didn't like narrate it. So I'm gonna like sit down, narrate it, play the clips, and do that. So I'm excited to share that. So we went on that crazy trip. I was doing photography, and then it was still kind of picking up, so I nannied part-time as well. And then 6 months passed by, and we were able to move into this house. Another video idea I have is that I have so many clips of this house being built and us like walking around in it. So I think I'm gonna put that together. Let me know, like, I think that it would be interesting. I'm just gonna do it, whatever. One of the last steps that I have is using this Becca highlighter in the shade Opal. So we moved into this house. I'm doing photography. When we moved in here, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have the perfect studio to do a YouTube channel, because I was taking pictures in here and the light is just crazy like all day. And I'd wanted to start a YouTube channel for so long. If you actually scroll to the bottom, I have like a video from 3 years ago. It's kind of cringy, but I've been wanting to start one for so long, and I just knew like this is the time, like this is the time. And I know we're gonna have like babies in the upcoming years, and so I just want to be able to capture and show that and have those memories for us. So that really catches you up to like me sitting right here recording this video. It's crazy. It's so crazy, like just how fast life goes by, where God has taken my life. Like I could go into a lot of detail about like who I was before I started serving in church and being like in a relationship with Christ. But it's just so crazy, like sitting right here like next to like the bed that like I sleep in with my husband, and just like in the home that we're gonna raise our children in. It's so crazy, and I'm so thankful, and I just know that it's all glory to God, and that He has really taught me how to interact with people and how to, you know, treat other people and how to look at myself, and I'm just so thankful for it all. So thank you so much for watching this video. A little bit more about me, a little minimalist makeup guide. Last thing that I'm gonna do is this lipstick from Anthropologie in the shade Rosewood. I just take this and I do a little dab, and I don't ever make that noise. I don't know why I just did that. And sometimes if it's like extra dry, like my skin's pretty dry right now, then I just have EOS chapstick. I actually have a really good chapstick downstairs, Dr. Bronner's. It's really good. You can get it at Sprouts, but I always need chapstick. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel so you can keep up with our lives. We're going to be sharing when we have babies. We're going to be sharing everything that we do. So thank you for watching. And for my outfit, I took my little headband and put it on my neck. It's a neck scarf from Madewell. Ooh, this is gonna be like Madewell. But my shirt is the little pocket tee from Madewell. I got it from Nordstrom Rack. This sweater is also Madewell, but I got this off of Poshmark, and it's really cute and it's long. And then my pants, how do I show my pants? Let me move it right here. Let me angle it down a little bit. My pants are just these jeans. They're Hudson jeans. They got plain pockets, and they've got like these cool like cuffed off ends. And for my shoes, I'm just rocking some classic Vans.